Was good, y'all? Red Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started today, I just want to say thank you, God, for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to create the best and perfect jump shot for any build all the way up to 6'9" and possibly even 6'10". So as you can see right here, I'm going to be showing y'all some gameplay of this actual jump shot. And not only am I going to be bringing y'all one jumper, I'm bringing you two different jump shots today. So man, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And don't forget to smash that like button. Now already off rip, you're going to see just how deep we're able to shoot with this jump shot. And the fact that I'm bringing you two different ones, I'm going to go ahead and explain right now exactly how I'm bringing it to you. One of the first jump shots that I'm going to be showing is solely going to be based off of how well we're graded when it comes down to the actual 4 different grades that we use for jump shots this year. Now the second one is solely based off of those grades, but also how the actual jump shot feels to my own timing and liking. So you get the best of both worlds if you continue to follow along. But I want to be sure that I'm showing y'all true gameplay of these jump shots with online footage. And as you can see, I'm hitting pretty deep with and without my takeover activated. Now when looking for the perfect jumper, the main thing that you need to take into consideration is definitely going to be how the actual jump shot feels for you. Now another thing that I'm looking for when it comes down to making of any jumper is also going to be how consistent can we green on any type of build, as well as with a 3-point rating. So for my build, I do have over 20 shooting badges, an 85 plus 3-pointer, and of course I'm buying boosts. So with all this taken into consideration, once I do add on my sharpshooting takeover, I have the potential of a 99 plus 3-point shot out of this build that I'm using currently. Now if you have a higher jump shot, or when it comes down to your actual rating, this number may change, but I'm telling you, as long as you have at least your sharpshooting takeover around anywhere from, I would say, 10 to 15 badges, you're definitely going to be able to unlock this jump shot and shoot just as consistent as I'm showing y'all right here. Now when it comes down to the gameplay, I didn't want to cut anything out. I wanted to show you exactly how I implement this jump shot. I'm not just going out there taking threes. I'm really playing basketball, making sure that I'm using a variety of moves, not just shooting threes, because once you do that, you become real one-dimensional. And I think the most important thing is finding a good jump shot that you can pair with other offensive moves. Now if you did make it this far into the video and you didn't click off yet, go ahead and comment down right now TG for thank God, and I got y'all with the response. But again, I want to show you and just have you know I appreciate everybody's support who has continuously showed up, and I hope y'all enjoy the content that I got in store for y'all. Now, not only am I going to be bringing y'all jump shots in the future on my channel, I'll also bring y'all the best animations, and I'm going to continue to drop daily and also with the daily builds. I know y'all love those, and I most definitely love bringing them to y'all. So again, if you have anything that you have not seen yet when it comes down to builds, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I most definitely will bring what y'all got for me. But as you can see with this jumper, I'm telling you, one of the most, if not the most consistent jumper that I have used so far this year. And I know that has been a huge problem for a lot of people. Now, I haven't only noticed this myself, but I've heard it a lot from the 2K community, that when it comes down to shooting, you can go 7 for 7 one game all from 3, and then the next you can completely go miss or make for each shot that you're taking, whether or not it's the exact same timing. Now, one thing that I feel like needs to be changed when it comes down to any type of patch for shooting needs to be consistent based off of how well you're already shooting. Now most of us already know how hotspots work, and pretty much if you're already shooting good from 3-pointer or inside the arc, that should be exactly what you're expecting to shoot consistently if you're timing your jump shots correctly. But that's something that we don't see this year. It's kind of a mix of everything. But let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the settings that you need to go with, as well as the badges, then the breakdown of the actual jump shot. So for every single clip clip and video that you've seen when it comes down to the gameplay of my jump shot, these are going to be the exact badge setup that I use. Now the main badge that I would have to say out of all of these is of course going to be Hall of Fame or Silver Limitless Range. It really comes down to which tier you unlock it at. Now when it comes down to the actual settings, the first thing that you need to do is go to your shot feedback, put on all shots, and this is definitely going to help you out with the actual timing of your jumper. Now when it comes down to your controller settings, go to jump shot meter, turn this off, and this gives you a huge boost in order to get an even bigger green window. Now when it comes down to shot timing and release time, you can go with two different options. I was going with late in this video, but I really feel like early is going to be the way for this year. You can even go with very early. Any of these options is really coming down to your own liking and preference, but if you want to copy it exactly how I brought it to y'all in the gameplay, go with late. But from here on out, I would have to say early is going to be the best one for my playstyle. So from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the two different jump shots that I got ready for y'all. So as you can see with jump shot 1, my release height is an A+, defense immunity A+, and timing impact in A, with a release speed of a C+. Now for my jump shot 2, release speed is going to be A for my release speed, defense immunity A+, and the timing impact is going to be a C. Now the difference out of these two jump shots, what I have noticed, the faster jump shot is much easier to get off when it comes down to timing, of course, but I have noticed that when it comes down to the slower jump shot, the timing plays a huge impact in how well you're able to get your shot off, but also with finding that perfect green window consistently. So however you decide to go about it, make sure you pick both of these jumpers, try them both out as well, and then from there you can make your own decision based off of the settings you want to go with, as well as even when it comes down to the release speed. So when it comes down to the actual base, I'm going to go with Kevin Durant for this build. The second one, for release 1, I'm going to go with Paul George, and this right here definitely has to be one of my favorite bases to use. Now, if you want to, you can change your release, but again, as long as you like everything else when it comes down to the grades, I feel like this is going to be a perfect setup to go with. So KD, Paul George for release 1, and then for release 2, I did go with Larry Bird. Now pretty much if you want to leave it 50-50 down the middle, that's another way that you can go about it, but for my best interest and what I'm using on this build, I go with 75% Paul George, 25% for Larry Bird. Then when it comes down to the release speed, you can max out completely, or you can go with one down from the highest, and this is going to be the perfect way to set it up in my opinion. Now I would have to say that for this jump shot, this one has to do more with the actual numbers and the grades that were given when it comes down to release height, speed, defense immunity, and timing impact. But if you want to go with the jumper that I was using in all of the clips, you're definitely going to want to stick around for jump shot 2. But nonetheless, this is definitely one of the best jump shots that I have used this year. The only reason why I choose to go with the other one is because right now, currently, I'm going with speed over everything. Now, let's go ahead and get into the second making of the second jump shot. Now, for this base, everybody already knows about it. One of the most popular ones. I'm going to go with LaMelo Ball. And this definitely is one of the fastest jump shot bases that you're going to be seeing all year. Now, when it comes down to my release 1, I did go with a small forward / shooting guard build. Now, this player, I'm telling you, one of the best releases in the game, in my opinion, and that's going to be Kawhi Leonard. This one is definitely easy to time, but also when it comes down to getting a visual cue, this is one of the best jump shots for visual cues, in my opinion. Now, I've used this jump shot last year, especially when it comes down to release 1. Now, this year it's the same, but even easier to time, in my opinion. Now, let's go ahead and get into release 2. And for this one, I'm going with the power forward build, Kevin Durant for my release 2. Now, there's a few different reasons why I choose this jump shot more so over the first one. Now, I do like that LaMelo Ball base, super fast, and I tend to go with the quicker jump shots. Now, for release 1, Kawhi Leonard is one of the easiest releases to get a visual cue for. And then when it comes down to release 2 for Kevin Durant, I'm loving the height, how it gives us an A-. Now, overall, if you want to change the actual percentage, you can do so, going with 50-50 for Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. But if you want to go with anything else other than what I'm showing y'all, you definitely can do so. But as far as for the timing impact, I haven't noticed too much about this, and I think as long as you find something to your own liking, this is definitely going to work out in your favor, and I've seen that to be true. Now overall, I think this is going to be the better jump shot just because of the grades, but also how I think it feels personally. Now that's going to be it for both jumpers. If you enjoyed this video and want more coming soon, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button. But if you made it this far into the video, comment down below which of the two jumpers are you going to be using. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, and turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And let's go ahead and reach at least 50 likes on this video. I know that we can do it. Y'all are gonna kill it. But again, man, thank you God for this opportunity. God bless y'all. And with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.